shit, damn, whoa, fuck. Spilt everything. What a way for an intro on a podcast. Damn.
White Claw everywhere.
Yeah, White Claw everywhere. Damn. I'm Colin. Mason.
I'm the river rat. This is Squatchy.
No, I'm not. Stop with the squatchness. If anybody's squatch, it's you. Golly.
He'll be taller than me.
Don't matter, I'm less hairy. I'm less hairy. And I'm losing it. Hence why I wear hats. So no, I'm not squatchy.
Oh, yeah, by the way.
Little squatch.
Hats are coming in.
Good. Good. So this is another podcast episode.
Yep.
We're exclusively only on YouTube for right now. We're going to talk about, Mason's going to talk about an encounter that he had with a deer. He's going to...
But anyway, yeah, so...
Yeah, well...
We went out today, and we checked trail cameras, we checked the mock scrapes that we put out, and we got some pretty good pictures of some deer that are actually went and heading the mock scrapes that we are trying out.
we don't have the big one on camera yet that I've seen out there numerous times and in the area. But we have a lot. Oh, you can't really see because of the camera angle, but we've got a bunch of guys like him that are coming through, a bunch that are like this guy coming through right now in Velvet they're doing pretty good. Mm-hmm. And it's doing what they said it would do, and it should only be a matter of time before the big guys.
This is actually
start
almost kind of like the first company that I've seen that actually has a pre-orbital scent.
I think there's some other ones out there.
There's other ones out there, but this one, they're pushing it pretty hard because they know how good of a product they have, and it's good.
Oh, yeah, it is. I mean, to know that within 6 hours of us being out there, we have daylight photos of bucks hitting it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we were out there around noonish, and they're out there around 7 o'clock-ish, daylight, walking to it literally when we were there 6-7 hours ago.
Yeah.
And there was no rain in between then either.
Yeah. So,
we don't,
especially when
we don't spray down, we don't spray our cameras down, we don't wear rubber boots, we walk in wearing what we're wearing, and we drive right up to our cameras.
Yeah, and sorry, I got an itch on my finger.
Yeah, you got something going on.
But,
thank Lord.
Yeah, especially with that pre-orbital scent, and you can taste it in the air.
Yeah,
That's some potent stuff.
That's some potent shit. That's good that when I'm standing 10 yards away from you and doing the video, and the next thing I know, a gust of wind comes by and I can taste the damn stuff. It's like, yeah, that's good stuff. Yep. That's some good strong
Literally,
stuff.
Colin's like, oh, I tasted it. Oh, I tasted it. I tasted it.
Yeah, and it's up on his video that he just uploaded today on it. So yeah, you can go check that out and see how potent this pure whitetail stuff is. And I really want to try their scent eliminating, because I put a deal on TikTok saying I put that stuff to the absolute test. If you say it's going to eliminate human scent, then I am going to put it to the ultimate test. And I don't know why companies don't do this already. I think they might do it with pen deer or something. I don't know. Not saying bad things, but there are products on the market that I have tested, and I will be sprayed down head to toe and everything, and they don't work one iota. Like, the only company that I see putting their product to the test really hardcore is Hex.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but...
When you're wearing an orange vest, turkey hunting, with a bow and arrow, sitting on a stool, and whacking turkeys at 20 yards, I'm sorry. That should. I don't know why that's not flying off shelves everywhere for hunters, because
because of the price point. But they'll go and buy freaking $200-$300.
You'll go spend
deer.
No. You're talking thousands of dollars when you're buying Sitka, First Light, all that other jazz, and it does nothing like what Hex can do.
Well, yeah.
And you wear that underneath your, like, I want to buy a Hex deal. Go buy some Walmart clothing, buy a good scent deal, put it all to the test, and let's see how many deer I have walk in front of me that come from, that I know that have to come from the downwind side of me, to where they should be smelling me and knowing that I'm there all the time.
Yeah, but I think
there's very, very few products that I will truly trust to cover my scent. Like I don't like.
I'm sure scent. Okay, we did Scent Thief before. We really liked Scent Thief.
And I've never had an issue with Scent Thief.
Okay, and now Pure Whitetail, yeah, we're gonna try and test that out. And I'm sure
I will have Scent Thief though as a backup. Like I would try Pure Whitetail's deal. You know, I'll take it out one time.
Yeah.
Early season, I do it all during early season before I get serious, because once I get serious, I got to know that my stuff's gonna work, because I'm chasing guys. I'm gonna start chasing things bigger than this.
But I'm sure Pure Whitetail stuff is pretty good, because people have claimed that their dirt scent and elimination cover scent smells like dirt and leaves.
No, so does any of the other ones out there, but they don't work worth a damn. So I'm, like I said, I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical,
but we'll try
until I'm not. Until yes, I have to try it.
Yeah.
So I'll give it a whirl, and I'll do it during early season. And if I don't think it's going to work, then I will be definitely jumping back on with my Scent Thief and my own stuff that I use for vanilla. And I will use that, because I have yet to find anything that's pure, how I make my pure vanilla stuff. I have yet to have anything beat that.
Yeah.
I really do, because I had a buck come in, I had multiple this year, come in downwind to me that should have never have come in, and should have smelled me, but I think for my stuff that I use, I'm sorry about that,
but
my vanilla worked flawless.
Yeah. So.
And I don't have to cover all my stuff directly in the vanilla when I go to do it either.
But we're gonna try out the powders. The powders are supposedly supposed to last longer than the liquid stuff, because it's granular. It stays in the rope better, even after it gets wet, and then in the dirt better. It won't wash away.
Whatever. Yeah, that's your department. My department's like testing it. You get it, and I test it.
You're part of this too, man.
I know. That's what I'm part of, like field testing.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're staffers. We're trying it out.
Yeah, that's what I said. You get the stuff. We'll go. We'll go out and do it my way to put it to its ultimate test.
So I get the stuff and we do it your way. I can't do it my way.
We'll do things your way when it comes to turkeys. Until you get into the deer part, then we'll see.
I swear, child. I'll call you child.
No.
Buying books in school.
No. But yes, anyways, it'll be. Are you done yet?
No. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, well, we got some nice bucks on camera.
Yes, we did.
And we're gonna name one. We do know that we're gonna name one
Freaky.
We got Freaky, and then we got Hercules.
I don't know yet. Because he's good. He's like this one, but I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see what my son wants to name, because I'll let him name them. He named crabs last year and good things happened, so I'll have him look over the pictures and we'll see what he comes up with for names, and we'll run with that. He's a kid, he likes doing it, gives him something to do, keeps him focused, so it works. So.
Alright, what are we talking about then? Since we got that taken care of.
I mean,
Food plots are good, looking wonderful.
Oh, they're looking 10 times better than what I started with back in June.
Yeah, so.
I mean, don't get me wrong, those parts still look good.
Yeah.
We need to get out there and either weed eat or mow it down so that way it can continue to keep its thickness, but the new pure whitetail stuff is definitely
having a hard time coming words.
Yeah, I am, because it's hard to explain, because it is a true night and day difference.
Yeah.
Between the two, and that's why
you're gonna listen to me from when we're gonna start planting this stuff. Beginning of August, middle of August, maybe.
We got to hit the range right. This year we've hit the range right.
Yeah.
So we got to make sure to hit the range right, because how many years did we go where July, August, and September were drier than a frickin'...
That was like 3 years.
Drier than a popcorn fart. And you could light the damn popcorn fart on fire because it was so dry.
Yeah,
we got to play the range right. So
the rains. We've had quite a bit of rain this year.
Yeah, and it's been tremendous. So we've got to make sure to play it right. But we're gonna
get more rain tomorrow.
And tonight, yeah. Hence why we're not doing tournaments like we thought we'd be doing this year. And issues with my bow that people have known about, and why I'm hunting with my wife's bow. And on the last podcast, I'm probably gonna switch to a darting of some sort or whatever, So
unless you find an older bow that doesn't have all those fancy new technological features on it.
I know.
An older bow.
I know. I love simplicity. And
we're not going to get on that rant again. We did it multiple times.
Oh, we should do it with broadheads. Let's do it with broadheads. Simplicity.
No.
Come on.
No, we've had enough.
Oh my
rants.
Lord. No.
We've had enough.
Simplicity
rants.
when it comes to broadheads. Come on.
No, we've already did that once before on the previous podcast when you talked
because
about...
you know I'm right when it comes to the simplicity of a Bomar.
We don't need...
I am going to talk up Bomar broadheads so much because of the simplicity behind that design. Oh my goodness.
Let's talk about something happy for once. We've been on this rant so much.
Crossbow hunting?
What?
The crossbow is a
We are
big...
not going on a rant on that one.
Let's do talk.
We already did that. We did that with Chris Doty. Yes, we did. Stop it.
No, we have not done just you and me. No, crossbows. We're doing it. Yes. Oh, because our differences are so much different when it comes to crossbows.
Our differences are not. I like the idea of crossbows. You like the idea of crossbows. We should have crossbows during freaking archery season. Why? Because and during youth season. Why? Because it will get the kids interested into hunting, so they don't have to carry a gun because they're afraid of the bang and the kick. Should be able to shoot a crossbow during youth season. What's the other reasonings for regular season? Let's see. It's still just as hard to shoot a deer with a crossbow than it is a vertical bow, because you still have to range them and all that stuff. Let's see. What's the other one? Bolts are heavier than a regular arrow. Yes, they shoot faster, but you can still screw up.
They're heavier, they're louder.
Yeah,
it's
they're
like
louder.
shooting a muzzle loader.
And so let's see, what's the other reasoning? It could get other people interested into regular vertical bows.
At some point in
it'll
time.
bring more businesses to the archery industry for people who aren't really, are afraid to pick up a vertical bow. Let's see, it could be my reasoning, not being able to see out of my right eye.
My reasoning, because I'm losing feeling
in the hands.
And I can't be as accurate with the vertical bow as I could be with the crossbow.
Yeah.
Crossbows are way more accurate.
Yeah, so we already covered it.
But the thing of it is, though, so many people, and there are so many people still saying that it's going to ruin deer hunting as we speak. It's gonna, all the big bucks are gonna disappear.
No,
they're gonna disappear. They're gonna get shot because.
Has it happened in other states where it's legalized? No. What is it? Kentucky? Still big bucks in Kentucky. Kentucky has you can shoot them with a crossbow or vertical bow. They're still around. People are still going to Kentucky.
Their logic goes way out the window because Texas has a rifle season.
And
Texas still has a lot of big deer, but they get shot with anything under the sun.
And Oklahoma
has a rifle season, and it hasn't hurt theirs.
And everybody's like, crossbow in Oklahoma.
And everybody's like, oh, there'd be no big bucks in Iowa. I will agree to an extent that if Iowa was to open an actual high power season where you could shoot, any sort of high powered rifle like a 243, 30-06, whatever.
Blah, blah, blah. Yes.
The big bucks would cease to
exist. But
I can kind of see that argument.
As long as you still keep the management of how many deer you can take, there will still be big deer. Now, we're not expecting, saying, oh, if you get, these people are thinking it's going to end up like Pennsylvania or West Virginia, where you can't shoot anything that's larger than 110 inches. Well, I'm sorry, but how many deer can you take during the day?
How many?
Or during the season?
Here's my thing, okay? In the South, with Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, the Carolinas, Virginia, and starting to go up the East Coast. Why don't you see... There's way more deer down there. And I think the reason why they're not having all these bigger bucks is because of nutrition. You don't see the big ag fields like you do around here. Stop it. You don't see the big ag fields around that deer can get into like you can down there. There's a lot of timber. There's a lot of swamp ground, and it's hotter.
Mm-hmm.
The climate's
smaller.
Yes, the climate's warmer, and I don't think they necessarily don't have. Now, don't get me wrong. Genetics are there that they could grow 150, 160 inch deer. I've seen deer shot that big in all those states, but on average, though, because they issue so many tags, because there's so many deer, that they got to do something to try and get the population.
Well, not only
under
that,
control.
but people need to do QDMA there also. Let the little ones pass, shoot frickin' does then. But yes, does carry the genetics of bigger deer, blah, 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 blah. Yes. But anyway, yeah, you're on the right track with nutrition. The ag fields aren't there. Yes, they have peanut, tobacco, cotton fields, and so on and so forth. But yes, they don't have the minerals, they don't have the nutrition that they need to grow those bigger antlers.
And you just can't get the weight on them because they're not going to, because they're not going to eat as much because they don't have to.
No.
Because it's a warmer climate.
Yes. Deer here in Iowa, northern states, Midwest states, they put on the pounds because that's what keeps them warm.
Yep.
And so it's some people just drive me nuts. It's now you got me.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Go with it.
No.
Go with it. Yes, do it. Do it.
Anyway, crossbows should be legalized. Because
Well,
my boy, I would be able to take my boy out if crossbows were legalized. Now that I can see, I have my eyes fixed, I can see out of my eye, it cost me about $2,300 and plus freaking $500 for my contact in order to see and shoot out of my bow, my vertical bow, since I can't shoot a fucking crossbow. But my boy could literally come out with me since he does not want to shoot a rifle. He does, or a 350, or what's the other one? 450. And because of the loud bang, it makes him nervous. Even with headphone, the earplugs, earmuffs.
Sensory issues.
Yes, sensory issues. He does have sensory issues. It makes him nervous. So he doesn't want to go out and do that. Now, if it was a crossbow, even though yes, it is louder, but he doesn't have to worry about the smoke and the bang and the kick and da 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 da. I could literally set it on a bog pod, wait for a deer to come out, and then he could take his attempt of shooting a deer with a crossbow.
Yep.
He can't freaking go out there with a vertical bow at the age that he's at now and pull back a bow that is required by law. The poundage that is required by law.
I don't think Iowa truly has a poundage.
Yes, they do. It's in the thing. It has to be like 40 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's 40 pounds. But my boy cannot pull back 40 pounds.
No.
He's 7.
Right. And he's a little guy.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I know. There's so many benefits to crossbow. It would be unreal. And for people to make the comment of, oh, it's going to ruin the hunting. Oh, it's going to ruin this. Oh, it's going to ruin that. It's going to do this. It's going to do that. Well, only for the dickwads that want to shoot over, think, oh, I've got a crossbow. I can shoot further than a vertical ball. The fuck you can. Okay? When it comes to velocity on a crossbow, your bolt is slowing way the hell down much quicker than what a vertical bow would be. A vertical bow has a better shot at killing an animal at 80, 90, 100 yards than a freaking crossbow does. Now, there's some that are rated, Mission's got one that's like the sub 100 or whatever. And, they're shooting sub 1 inch groups at 100 yards, hence the name of it. Whatever, But I can tell you that with the bolts being heavier and bigger, they're going to lose more energy quicker than they are at a shorter range. Now, at a shorter range, you can take quote unquote more questionable shots. Well, that's just you as a hunter not taking stupid ass shots to begin with. And granted, yes, it could open up the door for some of those people or somebody that's gun hunting think, oh, I can use a crossbow and I can do it just like I do gun hunting. Well, they will quickly find out that they cannot. Yeah. Because they won't be able to, and then they'll never pick one up again.
Here's another thing.
The arguments that people have behind crossbow hunting, saying that it's going to do this, it's going to do that, and it's going to ruin vertical bow hunting, or you're not a man, blah 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 blah. Fuck all right off.
Yeah. Well, and the thing also is what kind of torques me off is that when you have somebody that has poor eyesight, and you could possibly go and get the crossbow here in the state of Iowa, okay? And be able to shoot a scope. Okay, there's scopes on a crossbow, yes. But you still have to go up or down, depending on the range, of aiming. And there's not like just crosshairs, but there's levels. Like a line going vertical, multiple of them.
They have a BDC reticle for each individual yardage to where it's going to hit, and it's marked off for that type of bolt because they all are symmetrical to a degree in weight to where how they're going to hit to where you're 20, 30, 40, And most of them that I've seen and looked through are three ranges. Some might have 4 that'll stick you out there at 50 yards.
But in Iowa, you can go during late muzzleloader and
shoot a crossbow.
Shoot a crossbow with a scope on it. But you can't go out during bow season and have a clarifier or a magnifier on your bow.
No.
Because for some stupid ass reason.
Iowa laws are
very for some dumbass reason.
Are very confusing.
But a person can go and get glasses and shoot because it's like wearing optical glasses.
Right.
I mean bifocals,
right.
A magnifier and a clarifier. But when you have somebody like me that can't have glasses with bifocals because for what I have going on in my eyes, I medically have to have contacts. It's medically needed.
Yep.
But I still can't shoot with a magnifier or a clarifier. But people can go do it with a crossbow. It don't make one bit of fucking sense to me. But at least Iowa, please legalize it for the kids.
At minimal.
For the kids.
Let the kids during youth season carry it over, and let the kids use it during archery season, so that way they don't have to go out with some of the yahoos around that still shotgun hunt or gun hunt any particular way, like they did back in the early 90s of doing deer drives.
Yeah.
That's a safety issue. Hello.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, you might be able to see a full-grown adult standing, but what if replace that adult with a 12-year-old kid that's only standing at 5'2" and that adult's standing 6 foot? There's 8 inches of difference. You may not know that kid's there to where you can know that the adult's standing there. You're like, oh, nobody's standing there. I'm going to shoot. Well, they shoot and miss and hit the kid that's standing there because he's, I don't know, 10 inches shorter than what the adult would have been.
Yeah. I mean, at least just do it for...
Little distances like that make differences, and you put yourself in a scenario to have that happen. But if they have a crossbow, they can hunt the youth season with the crossbow, carry it over into archery season, to where they can still continue to hunt the same way and be able to fill their tag then.
Yeah.
And then it eliminates them from having to go with their
But then there's these parents that are going to be like, well, then once they get old enough, they're not going to be able to shoot a crossbow during archery season. They're going to have to go over to vertical. Well, I'm sorry, just like anything else in life, just like we're talking about now, life ain't fair.
No.
Until the law gets overturned, that's what you're going to have to do it. That's what they're going to have to do. My kid...
And in all honesty, just overturn the damn thing.
Yeah, my
Seriously.
kid would love to go out with me, but he will not shoot a gun, which is totally fine. He doesn't have to.
Nope.
I'm not going to force him to.
Nope. It has to be on their own. It took my boy 9 years to get over it. You still have possibly 2 more.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is what it is, but yes, crossbows most definitely need to be legalized.
Mm-hmm.
Because it could put a lot of hate away when it comes to wounding of deer and everything else. Now, you can make the same argument with any weapon out there.
Mm-hmm.
Leave frickin' crossbow hunters alone, because most of the time there's a very small number of it where it's a good size adult that's capable of shooting a vertical bow. Mm-hmm. Just that percentage is small. It's mainly elderly people and kids and women. Mm-hmm. So just let them do it. Mm-hmm. Because there is no true advantage. If anything, there's more disadvantages. It's louder than a vertical bow. It's heavier than a vertical bow. Mm-hmm. It's more bulky than a vertical bow. You're only going to get one shot off with your crossbow, because after you shoot, and if you miss, you have a lot more movement to try and get that damn thing turned around, cranked back up, or pulled back up, and grab another bolt, get it slid on, and then try and get anchored again. As where with a vertical bow, if you miss, you can easily do a lot less movement, grab another arrow and do it. I have done it. I have shot both. There's actually more to advantage of getting a shot off quicker with a vertical bow than there is a crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
And in all honesty, crossbows have been around just as long as vertical bows way back when.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I think crossbows have actually technically been around. Oh no, I would have to say they're about the same, give or take maybe 1,000 years.
Well, yeah, but the vertical bow, like a long bow, has been reinvented many times over the years.
To get to the point to where we're at now.
And, I mean, way before even, like, I mean, we're talking about hunter and gatherers era. I mean, before, it was invented after the atlatls, but been reinvented multiple times down the road because they always went back and forth between between longbows and atlatls.
Right.
But then when the Middle Ages came around, then the crossbows started coming around.
No, they've got proof of crossbows going back further.
Okay, well then they came back further. They went back further.
Yeah, they've got.
But
I correct me if I'm wrong, but I think
1 to 2,000 years, something like that.
I think crossbows were around during the Egyptian time frame.
Oh yeah, they were.
So, yeah, crossbows have been around just as long as.
I forgot about that era. I forgot about that era.
That's what I mean. I think crossbows and vertical bows, they've been around the same amount of time. Like I said, you're not gaining from a hunting standpoint, you're not gaining much.
No,
if you gave me the option to hunt with a crossbow or a vertical bow out west,
yeah,
I will take the vertical bow every time.
Mm-hmm.
For the simple fact of I can shoot just as far with the crossbow, but it's lighter.
Mm-hmm.
It's less bulky that I got to carry around, and I can possibly it's quieter. And if I miss, I may have a better opportunity at getting a second shot off, as where I may not even be able to attempt a second shot with a crossbow.
But either way, you still got to take those ethical shots.
Yes.
No matter what. But I mean, even for me now, if I had to choose between a crossbow or a vertical bow to go hunting with after getting my eyesight fixed, I'm still choosing the vertical bow, just for the simple fact of what you just said. Lighter, quieter.
I mean, in all honesty, if you want more of a challenge when it comes to bow hunting,
crossbows are a hell of a lot more challenging.
I would say hunt with a damn crossbow. Now, my dad will sit there and tell you differently and everything, but I mean,
they're heavier, bulkier, louder.
But I'll tell you this though, when it comes to it, that he'll make the argument of is
you can't even reload as quickly with a crossbow.
Remember Tiny, the buck my dad shot with the crossbow? Me and Chris both tried to mimic that shot out of that stand with a vertical bow.
Yeah.
Couldn't be done.
Yeah.
Could not physically have been done.
Yeah.
Only way that shot was possible was with a crossbow.
Yeah.
Hence, kind of give fuel to the fire of, well, see, that buck would have made it, blah, 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 if he would have been shooting a regular vertical bow.
Yeah.
Well,
it is what it is.
The trail that buck was walking, though, at some point that buck would have been within vertical bow range anyways. I mean, he was in vertical bow range to begin with, just the way that he came, that there was one spot opening that me and Chris both knew that was our furthest distance that we would shoot out of that stand, and it was just a few yards further than what my dad had shot him at with the crossbow. But that was one shot in it. I mean, you had to to pull that shot off, you would have to make sure that you were strapped into this tree because of the way that you had to lean to get around the tree. But hence, we would have been able to pull it off either way, shape, or form. So it's here nor there when it comes to, like I said,
It is
in
what
my
it is.
opinion, you want more of a challenge, hunt with a damn crossbow, not a vertical bow.
Yeah, it is what it is, though.
Mason will
it is.
sit there and tell you, and he's seen me shoot sub 2-inch groups out to 60 yards with my regular bow. Ask him how far I'll shoot a deer with my bow.
40 yards. Now, 30 with your hands.
Yeah, I mean
40 before your hand problem.
you've seen me shoot deer. I've shot 3 deer. I killed all 3 of them. 2 of them I didn't recover right away, but I did kill them. But I've shot 3 deer over 50 yards, and I can tell you what, that's a long ways. I shot at an antelope at 48 yards and at 90 yards, and because of technology and how it's come along, I was able to do it. But looking back on it now, if I go back out and do it, there's no way I'm gonna do that again. Like, just, I don't care if I even have the exact same bow, the exact same sight, rest, arrows. I'm not gonna go out and do that. I'm gonna go out and do my hunt totally 100% different from when I went out and did it the last time. I can see why people want to practice those long distances and stuff. You know, but there's so much that can go wrong. It's unbelievable. Like, all it would have taken is that antelope to take one step at either one of those distances, and it would have been the difference of me either smacking it in the chest or smacking it in the guts.
Well, it happened.
And I mean, yeah, I would have been in that for where they live. Yeah, I would have been able to watch it bed down and try and put another one in it and everything else and everything, which is totally fine with the aspect of the hunting. And that was my mindset going in, which I will admit is not the right mindset to have by far. But, yeah, looking back on it, I would definitely change a lot of things, and I hope I get to be able to do that, though.
Well, the thing is, though, too, I mean, just like you said, when the antelope could have taken one step either way. I watched a video of a guy. He took a long shot on an antelope, and by the time the arrow got to that antelope stepped away, and he didn't realize there was a doe behind that antelope.
He ended up hitting the doe?
Yep, and killing the doe. The doe was bedded behind the antelope, and then by the time, like, when he went and drew back, I mean, he was glassed. He glassed the buck, and the doe was behind that buck. And the buck, and when he drew back, somewhere between the time he put his binoculars down and drawn back and releasing that arrow, the buck took a couple steps. By the time that arrow got to that antelope, it shot that doe that was bedded behind that buck. She stood up.
Too many things can go wrong with long shots.
Mm-hmm.
No, I get it if it's a singular, whatever. I mean, yeah, you see Bomar doing long distance shots and everything, which is fine if you practice for them. But I would not encourage it unless you have that type of knowledge.
Yeah. Well, and the thing was,
like, Bomar has got, people give Josh and Sarah so much shit, it's unreal. And the names and stuff, I get it. But the thing of it is, the guy is intelligent when it comes to bows. Like, this guy can shoot a bear shaft and have it hit with his field points at 40 yards. I don't know a lot of people around here that want their field point, a regular arrow and a bear shaft arrow hitting the exact same point. I mean, that is I mean, he's got videos out on it when it comes to super tuning and doing this and doing that. I mean, the guy goes into so much detail
Yeah.
when it comes to a bow.
But
it is
on the guy,
unreal.
on the guy that shot the antelope, you know, he felt bad, you know, for it. He admitted he messed up, and he admitted da 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 da, you know, and he was like, but I'm just glad I got the meat.
Right.
You know, he wished that it was the buck that he was going for, but he's like, I messed up. I own it.
Risk and reward.
Yep. And he said, I own it. I messed up, but at least I got the meat.
Yeah. And like I was saying though, when it comes back to long range shooting though, I don't condemn people doing it, but you better be putting in the same amount of work and effort like what Bomar does or some of the other
Well,
people that do it, or have the knowledge to be able to do it, because there's so much that can go wrong at those further distances.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
well, where the buck was at and the buck left, yeah, by that time,
I would say a good yardage all around for anybody hunting with a vertical bow or even a crossbow for that matter, since we're still kind of on that topic. I would say the best all around yardage would be between that 40 and 50 yard mark, whether you're hunting out west,
he would.
moose, bison, what that magical mark would be 40, 50 yards with a bow, because with the way most bows are today, even if you buy a $500 bear bow or whatever, there's still, you with the equipment that's available with arrows and broadheads and stuff now, you can make good ethical shots out to those distances if need be.
But like okay, I'm trying to finish explaining. Wherein the arrow got to the antelope, he was going to double lung that buck and ended up double lunging that doe. So it was still a good, clean kill.
I mean,
He just didn't see the doe behind it.
well, it's like the one time that I shot that deer at 3 steps, and I ended up, you know, the shot that I took, and it was a bad angle because the deer was looking literally right at me, a straight frontal shot, and
Oh, kind of like the one I did on frickin' where we used to be able to hunt. You had to walk a fucking cornfield to get back to the cottonwoods.
no, mine was the one that I think it was just you with me, because
Well, I'm saying it's like the one that I did, and I took a frickin' frontal shot.
yeah, but I don't remember.
I was in that frickin' box elder tree, almost right on the fence line, where the cottonwoods are at.
Did you recover that deer?
No, you and I and the other guy that used to hunt with us before he moved south. We're looking for it, and all you found was a chunk of meat and bone laying on the log.
Oh, yeah, that's a long time ago. This one, my bad shot wasn't that long ago. This was just a couple years ago.
Well, I don't remember one that you took 3 steps frontal.
It's the one that I was shooting the mega meats with the expedition bow that I ended up gifting you, the leopard bow.
I don't remember that one.
Because we were hunting Graceland, and I was hunting the southwest corner part where you had always seen these bucks coming by, and I went over there, sat down in it, and you were the one sitting in the inside corner stand, because I was shooting a G5 mega meat, and I had a doe tag, and this doe was walking in, and I had a quartering, not a quartering too, a straight frontal shot, and I drew back.
Oh, it went right through the face. That one.
Yeah. My shot, if she wouldn't have lowered her head, because the minute that it's such a freak deal, my arrow would have gone straight through the vital V in the front. Okay, it would have been hit nothing but flesh and meat all the way through, and I would have. It was a good deal, you know, because it was so close, and I had practiced that so much. I knew I could make that shot, and this doe was not spooked by any means whatsoever. But when I went to shoot, her head was up, and she was looking away. And when just as I released, I was focusing on that. And just as I released and I heard the minute my thing met, I thought I had seen her face drop back down like she was going to eat. And that's when my arrow went right underneath her eye. And because of the angle that she was at, my arrow was travel in a straight line. It went straight down through her neck and I mean, it went right down the old windpipe. It's like it took the bypass from the mouth going to the stomach, but it went through her eye, back into her jaw, and then straight down through her windpipe. I mean, there was nothing left inside of her neck because it was blowing everything out. And the arrow was buried up to the fletchings, and when we field dressed it, because we couldn't pull the arrow out, we had to pull it through. The arrow was sitting. We had a big gash through the heart.
Well, that was when you were shooting 80 pounds too.
Right, but we had a gash through the heart from the G5 Megami, and everything that connected to the heart was obliterated. There was nothing holding the heart. There were none of the tubes and everything, and all the blood vessels coming out. They were just gone. The front part of the lungs were just chewed all to hell and had chunks taken out of them. I mean, the deer only went 35 yards from where I shot and laid there dead. And we couldn't believe what had happened. The arrow was still straight. The broadhead was still in contact, didn't bend a blade, didn't do nothing. And it was literally a fluke headshot. And ever since then, I have vowed to never, ever take a frontal shot again because of that one fluke incident. Knock on wood, I got lucky on that one.
Yeah.
But it's due to my setup at the time. I was able to do it. But, you know, then you got guys, you know, thinking, I'm going to shoot adult arrows. I'm going to take whatever shot opportunity I can because this might be my only one. Whoever preaches that is an absolute flippin' moron. Because you don't need to take questionable shots on any animal. I don't care if it's a world record bull elk standing at 30 yards away and all you have is a frontal shot. And if you're thinking, this is the only shot I'm going to get, I need to take it, you don't need to be hunting, period. Unless you're shooting a 7 mag or a 30-06 or better to take that shot. Bow wise, you better be a better shot than Levi Morgan and some of the other ones out there. Like, you better be able to blow Bodie Turner, Levi Morgan, all these guys out of the water when it comes to an archery tournament to be able to take that a 30-yard frontal shot on and have your adrenaline pumping like that, because I don't even think those guys would take a 30-yard frontal shot or even a hard quartering away shot like that, because there's too much that can go wrong. But yet you have people promoting that shot because I shoot a 650 grain arrow. I can do it because so-and-so says it by paper that I can do it. Well, I'm sorry, there's people out there that are telling you that have been in the industry way longer, that if you wait for the golden opportunity of the slightly quartering away broadside shot, you do not need to shoot an arrow that weighs more than 450 grains fully tapped out, and you could take down anything on this planet for the most part. Now, granted, no, you're not going to take down a flippin' rhino or an elephant with a 450 grain arrow.
Or a Cape buffalo.
Oh, some people will tell you they've done it with under 500 grain arrows.
Yeah, well, still, they're full of shit.
No, because these are the same ones that have proof in the pudding.
Well,
no, look it up. John Dudley did a podcast with him.
Okay, well, fine, but I still would.
No.
It doesn't matter. I don't
What's
care.
the difference?
For me.
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to prove everything you're going to say wrong.
No, for me.
Well, it doesn't matter for you. This is for everybody.
Okay, whatever.
You may not want to do it. You might want to have that 600 grain arrow. Whatever. That's fine.
Yeah.
I can see that. But the thing of it is, though, is you can have a setup to where if you're going to shoot a Cape buffalo and you hit the golden mark of 20 to 35 yards, you don't need to have that 600 grain arrow.
Yeah, the 30, 40 yards, there's no way in hell I'm going to shoot a Cape buffalo that fucking close. I'd be running. The minute I release that arrow, I'm going the opposite fucking direction.
Why?
I'm going to outrun you.
Don't need to.
But either way, I'm not going out there.
Well, I'm just saying, it's as an example though, that if you have that, you gotta understand your equipment. I wouldn't be afraid to go after bison with my setup right now because I know what it'll do.
Oh yeah, bison, that's fine, but that Cape buffalo, I'm going out there.
Why? They got the same bone structure.
Okay, fine, whatever. But
Buffalo's a buffalo.
yeah.
That one's just an F-grade. This one's here.
Okay, fine.
They're the same weight, same bone structure. Why not? If you understand the anatomy of them,
I'm just saying.
that's what I mean. You got to have the educational side to it. If you what you're hunting, you understand the anatomy of it, where the bone structures are, and everything. You can sit there and picture. There's a reason why archery people promote a quartering away and broadside shots, because it gives you the room for largest room of air if something was to happen, and you're still going to hit all the goodies. Now, why do you want to sit there and shrink an area that's, why would you take an opportunity when you can hit a basketball? Okay, this is for just comparison reasons only. Why would you take a basketball opening and shrink it down to a golf ball?
Yeah, well.
That you wouldn't. You would wait to make sure you have your basketball deal. And that's what, and so there's people out there in the industry that are promoting not doing that because of a heavy arrow.
Yeah.
And there's so many people out there, and I mean, MFJJ's talked about it. Everybody's now talking about it, and light arrows are coming back. I was given so much crap for shooting light arrows. I would shoot a 70-pound bow, a 400 spine arrow, cut way short, shoot a 75 grain broadhead, and I would blow through anything that I would hunt. Night and day. Only until I could not get my 75 grain broadheads. I think I've only been shooting 100 grain broadheads for the last 10 years maybe. Otherwise, I've been shooting 75 and 85 grain broadheads because I like the speed. In my money zone, I know that I'm way more capable of doing it. And broadheads are meant to cut, and they all have a similar design of they all try to, like a fillet knife. You can take a fillet knife, a samurai sword, the faster you swing it, the more it's going to cut, and you're not going to feel it. Well, why not, when you get your sharpness up on a broadhead, why not do the same thing? Because it's going to take less force for it to start doing damage, right? So why not kick your speed up? So that way it slices a lot better. Just saying, guys. Really,
How did we get there from crossbows?
Because it all led into,
Ethical shots, yes.
Yeah, the ethical
All right.
shots. And I knew crossbows.
Are we done with the ranting? Can we talk about something fun?
What's something
You're making this more like a freaking misery podcast with all the rants.
No.
Yes.
It's everybody wants to know everybody's take on it. Our take on crossbows is you want more of a challenge, do it. And everything else, and with the ethical shots. What's something fun though? You want
angry.
You want to change it up, so change her up. Take the lead,
So
my friend.
angry.
Take the lead, my friend. Take the lead.
So
They're waiting.
well, now you just got me in an all cranky downer freaking mood because about the freaking QDMA conservation, management of deer.
What really grinds your gears?
Well, that because people are fucking dumb. Just like freaking Iowa. Let's lower the doe tags on the highly populated areas, like the county we're in currently right now, and raise the doe tags on low populated areas, like the county I live in. Let's raise those up. But let's lower the ones in highly population. I mean, honestly, how many deer have we taken off and there was something wrong with the freaking deer? Like the freaking 3 bald buck that you took. I mean, honestly.
Preaching to the choir, my friend.
And that
preaching to the choir.
And that freaking deer that you took, and we cut it open. There was something really weird with the lungs.
That was when I had shot accidentally. Yep.
Yeah, there was something growing on the lungs. I mean, seriously.
Yep.
And my dad, I don't know how many times he said that right on that highway, right over there by Graceland, right on that highway, every time the rut kicks in till the frickin' spring, he about hits a damn deer on that highway.
I can go to areas, 2 parts of the county, and the amount of doe tags that they issue was 300. I can take you to 1 part of the county, and you can see that in a mile stretch.
Yeah, there is that's many deer.
That's only one spot. We can come over here to where I live and do it again.
Yeah. And they lowered the doe tags. They lowered it.
Yep.
Explain that to me. Now, the county I live in, we only have 1 river that flows through that county.
Yep.
1 river.
Yep.
And they raised the doe tags.
Yep.
They raised them.
Double them.
Yeah, because they say there's more deer now in that county. There is very little habitat for a deer to live in that county.
Now, hear me out on this though. Fayette County has always been high. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's parts of Fayette County that I know you can go to where population is down.
Yeah.
Okay, I think the reason that they're still trying to do it is they're trying to trying to compare things here and think logically. It's also harder to get permission to hunt on private ground up there.
Yeah.
So I think they're trying to make it more towards those people to start shooting the deer off there, and that plan is backfiring on them because it's average Joes like you and me that are going into the other spots, and still, oopsie, we're shooting more does out of here than anything else.
Well,
or during the gun season, you got the guys that, I'm going to go buy 5 doe tags, and if you got a group of 20 guys, and I mean, they go and fill them all, I mean, I don't understand how this one area in Fayette County, I'll just say it, Volga Lake, between 2 Amish groups, I know they'll take out over 100 deer.
Yeah.
Okay,
but no.
How does that area still have deer? I mean, granted, from years when you and I hunted it to now, deer populations are
dropping.
It's dropping drastically.
Yeah.
But because we can't go up there. I mean, we used to go up there and within
fill our freaking tags within a couple hours in just one push.
or not even push.
Yeah.
You and I went up there and sat just a couple of years ago.
We only saw
a deer.
Yeah.
And then to go up there during the late season, we saw 3.
And that was on private ground?
No, that was on the public part.
Oh, yeah, that was towards the end of the day.
Yeah. And we saw those at the very end, and it's like, well,
okay.
No, we saw 4. We saw 4. We saw the one horn buck that had dropped his one side already. That we were like, oh, drop it, so that we could just shoot him.
Yeah.
Which would have been bad to do anyways, and people will say, well, that's bad, blah 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 blah. That's a whole nother.
That's called antlerless for a reason.
Yes. But anyways.
But the thing is, what I'm trying to get at is, they're looking at the numbers and the harvest numbers. One, either people are not reporting their deer they're being shot.
I think Iowa needs to go to an actual check station.
Yes, and because I know
and any locker in the state of Iowa needs to be done with, and I think it should. Granted, you have to do your. There's people out. You can make the argument. Well, to take it to a locker, it's got to go through a check station or whatever. What about the people that that do their own meat and stuff? Well, then it's still gonna. I think you're still gonna have to require the honesty system, but I think you could get more accurate numbers.
Yeah.
That if no matter what,
well,
let's say you were hunting in this county, okay, and they know that.
But let me finish what I was saying.
There's ways around it that it could be done to make sure that more deer
are counted. But
and I think going way up check station before a deer going to a locker, doesn't matter what locker it is.
What I'm saying is
needs
that
to be done to help out.
Before they dropped the numbers in this county that we're in right now.
Okay.
I know a guy from work. You've heard me say it. He would buy his one doe tag when they would go on sale.
Yep.
Then when all the doe tags went on sale and whatever wasn't bought, he would literally come in and he would say, not going to fill them. I want more deer. So all the doe tags
I think
that
that's
he bought he took away opportunity from other people that would actually need that deer.
I think no matter what, whether you're a landowner or not, I think you should be allowed 4 tags.
Yeah.
You get a buck and a doe tag for bow if you're a bow hunter.
Yeah.
And you get a buck and a doe tag if you're a gun hunter. Now, what if you're only strictly a gun hunter? Then I think you should have the opportunity to do 2 bucks and a doe, or do a buck tag and 3 does.
Yeah.
That's it. 4 deer,
literally,
a 4 deer maximum instead of landowners being able to buy a statewide bow tag, so that's 1. And a landowner bow tag, that's 2. Buy a statewide gun tag, that's 3. And a landowner gun tag, that's 4. They can shoot 4 bucks. I don't think that's right. I think landowners should only be given the same rights as 90% of the other people, which is 1 buck tag if you're doing 2 seasons, 1 buck tag for each, and that's it.
Yeah. But literally, like a deck of playing cards, he would. And he'd be like, not gonna fill them.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Because you're taking away opportunities from other people that want to shoot deer, and that's the asinine way of doing it. I think that's bad. Now, it's like we can get a whole topic deal onto this, but me personally, I think that if for like our scenario, we both bow hunt and we both gun hunt, okay? I think that if we do, I think Iowa needs to go back to what they did during the early and mid 90s. That if you're hunting the first gun season, well, I'll go in order. Youth season, you could shoot any deer. Okay? Bow season, you got, with the exception, add a doe tag. If you're in, and I would have Iowa switch over to zones for doe tags. If you're in this zone, you get one doe tag and one buck tag, or statewide tag. Okay, we call it a buck tag because that's what we normally do. Me, over the last couple of years, I haven't done it. I've just shot does. To try and do my part where I deer hunt to keep doe populations down. But the thing of it is it should be those two, and then when it comes to early muzzleloader, put a point restriction. If it doesn't have Broughton, if it doesn't have at least 4 points on it, for it being a buck, not 2 and 2 would count as 4. You can't shoot it.
Yeah.
It's that or nothing for early muzzleloader, meaning no does get shot early muzzleloader. No does get shot during Iowa's first gun season. It's buck only. You want to shoot whatever.
Yeah.
Second season gun and late muzzleloader gun. And you can, if you hunt the first gun season, tough shit, one tag.
Yep.
If you hunt the second gun season, boom. Now you can have your buck and doe tag or double doe tag, whatever. Okay? Or same way with late muzzleloader, you could do a 2 tag deal. If you're doing early muzzleloader or the first gun season, I think you should only be able to do buck only, 1 tag. But let's say for our example, we do bow and we do a first gun, we should have the opportunity, if we want to turn around and go the second gun season or the late gun season, which we technically can if we want to. We can't do the second gun season, but we can do the late muzzleloader season. But here again, this is why I say zones instead of counties, to be able to go and buy a doe tag and go shoot does then, and be done come January 10th instead of doing this January antlerless season for leftover tags.
Yeah, because
we need to bring the population up in areas, and we need to drop the population in areas. And in all honesty, you give me a weekend where that's all I have to figure out, I could figure it out for the goddamn state of Iowa. And it would make a lot of people happy.
Yeah.
I know for a fact it would.
Granted, like,
I hope people comment and say that I'm a hater on this. I really do.
Up north, Winnebago, yes, Winnebago County. I traveled that freaking county because that's where my wife's from. I traveled that county, very, very little deer. I mean, that's where Rice Lake is at. You know, so from there all the way west, yes, no doe tags. I do agree with that.
I say if you're west of I-35, clear down to I-80, no doe tags ever, and it should be
just buck only.
Buck only, bow or any gun ever, until the doe populations start coming back. Like, I think Iowa should be split into 4 zones when it comes to deer, and it should be using the I-35 corridor and the I-80 corridor. And so that way, and issue doe tags, not antlerless tags, actual doe tags, meaning spike bucks not counting as a freaking doe.
Yeah.
Because you can legally, in the state of Iowa, if a spike buck comes walking by and he's got 8-inch freaking spikes on him, you can put an antlerless tag on him.
Yeah.
I think that's absolutely stupid.
Yeah. And the thing is that, like I was saying, Bremer County, freaking deer everywhere. I'm sorry, but you got the Wapsie, you got the Cedar, and you got the Shell Rock flowing into one county.
Yeah.
And not numerous freaking creeks.
Oh yeah, it's
numerous freaking creeks.
And there's a lot of deer in Bremer County. There's a lot of deer in Chickasaw. There's a lot of deer in all. If you take that quadrant,
so
I-35,
so you have
down to 80 and over.
You have the habitat.
North, you have. There's a shit ton of deer in the area.
Yeah.
Now, granted, some people will tell you, well, it's low in Fayette County. It's low here. It's low in this part where I hunt. The numbers aren't really there. Well, then fine.
Find the places that have the deer.
Yeah, and go and hunt them. And that's why, and I could come up with the numbers very easily to be able to do.
But you go on and look at Buchanan County, where I live.
There's not a lot of deer in that county.
There's hardly any, very little.
For as often as I travel through Buchanan County when I go east and stuff.
You don't see the deer kills. So you don't see the road kills.
No.
And there's only one river flowing through Buchanan County. Well, no, I take that back. We do have the Cedar. But that's on the southwest corner.
And there are some deer down there. And maybe that's why, because there are a bunch of deer in that area.
Yeah.
And they want to try and limit it. Okay, that's fine, hunky-dory. You're doing it for one area.
But you're not doing it for the whole county.
Right, and you're going to ruin
mainly
it. And
all
you're
crop ground.
And you're going to ruin the county by upping it.
Yeah.
As where I hope that it was a typo error, that they were like, oh, we did Buchanan, we did it. Well,
but they did it 2 years in a row with 300.
I'm hoping that it was just a fluke and they meant Bremer. I really hope it was a fluke and they're like, well, we can't change it now. It's already listed.
Yeah,
and we're just going to issue it.
Because weren't they just 100? They're 100, 150, and then they upped it. Oh, they were 2?
It was like 2 or 250, and they upped it to 6.
For Buchanan County?
Yeah.
That is just dumb.
Yeah, Bremer County for the last 10 years has stayed at 300.
That is just dumb.
Yeah.
They're just going to ruin that county.
That's where we have to step in.
And because I've lived there, and I told somebody who I look up to ever since I was a little kid.
Blackhawk County needs to have frickin' doe tags.
And why they're stuck at 0? Oh, it's because most of the city of Waterloo and Cedar Falls covers the whole county.
The fuck it does.
Yeah.
The fuck it does.
Oh, Jesus. There's so much deer in that county. And, yeah, and lowering Bremer, dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Dumb.
Oh, it's not hard to figure out where you could lay the boundaries for...
Oh, it's not.
For doing zones for doe tags instead. So that way you can hunt the areas where the deer actually are to be able to do it.
Yep.
Or you can make the management zones like, hey, Southern Fayette County, we're going to issue this many tags. And if you're between this road and this road, whatever falls in between, you
Well, it's just like the one podcast and the guy who lives in Scott County, they only get 200. And they have a shit ton of deer.
Mm-hmm.
Shit ton.
Hence why Iowa needs to come to being if you party hunt, you need to go through a check station.
Yes.
And if you, like, for example, I'm going to go out deer hunting. Let's say I'm going to deer hunt Bald Lake. Okay?
Yeah.
We go in with our group of guys. We go in, let's say we only shoot 2 deer.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in that group's got to go in line for the check station so that way they can do it. Yep, check. And the DNR have their thing marked. Yep, okay. Good deal, you know. There should be that. And the thing of it is you can make these, and people will sit there and argue, oh, they don't have the resources because the DNR officers, this and that, yada, yada, yada. Make it be a frickin'
gas station.
No, because it's got to be a patrol deal. And some people, oh, you're infringing on my rights, blah 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 blah. No, this is just so that way we can get accurate numbers on things.
Yes.
It's a matter of if you're not willing to do the whole deal, you know, on the tag it says you have to register within so many hours. You know, I've been guilty of being late on it. You know, I might be an hour or two late after it said because the excitement, whatever it may be, you know, or tired, and I go to bed and I do it right away in the morning. You know, but there's guys that'll purposely not do it.
Yep, exactly.
And they'll process their own. You can eliminate that to a degree by doing a check station and making sure that.
I'm sure that's the reason why they lowered Bremer. Well, nobody's reporting that they filled their tags in Bremer, so we're gonna lower them.
I hope everybody's sitting there thinking that they're gonna.
But then also,
because they're not registered.
But you also have these freaking insurance companies that influence the freaking department saying these are where all the car accidents are at.
I won't get you going on that because one of the top 10 places in the state of Iowa to hit a deer, and I've had a state trooper tell me this, is literally as the crow flies a half mile from Graceland. And it's where Black Hawk and it's the corner of Black Hawk, Bremer, and Buchanan and Fayette all meet, that four corner area. There's a stretch right there. Mason knows exactly where I'm talking about. I do too, because I smacked 3 in that corner stretch in one time, and the third one finally took me out. My mom hit. I know in my family alone, in that stretch when we lived in Fairbank, we had taken out at least 12, 13 deer in the time that we lived in Fairbank.
Yeah, and I'm sure the car insurances had their hand in it, and I'm sure the farm bureaus had their hand in it.
Well, you already know the farm. You already know the Farm Bureau does, and I won't get you going on that one.
Yeah, the freaking. I'm sorry, I'm more of a conservationist than I am a farmer. Yes, I grew up farming. Yes, I know the importance of needing your crops and the crop damage.
I'll throw this in, then why haven't Bremer County tags gone up then, though? Because you know that the insurance people aren't going to want to continue paying it.
I don't understand the reasonings for it. They say they do flyover population surveys. Bull fucking shit.
I think I've only seen a DNR plane a handful of times ever.
But yeah, like I said, bull
for as
fucking
often
shit.
As, in the time frame that I've heard that they do it, you should be able to see them easily around here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't believe it either. I think they're strictly. I think it's laziness all the way around.
Yeah.
And I think that if you got, you know, let's say, in, you know, the heavily hunted areas, like I think there should be a check-in station with the Waverly Police Department. Have a cop actually be that's a hunter run. You know, have 3 of them so that way they can do a rotating shift, whatever. You know, for a check-in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's just like.
And have it be an area, whether it be the police station, whatever. Figure out a spot for a check-in station, and then that cop right there, and then they can do their registry deal when it comes down to it, because the DNR is also a type of law enforcement. So that's why I would say a law enforcement.
They can issue salvage tags, so they can be a check-in station.
That's what I mean, or have it be like a county person.
Yeah.
You know, a county deputy help running it, whatever.
Yeah.
But you could make multiple check-in stations within the county.
Courthouse. Go to the courthouse.
You know, I see where it can be issues with the courthouse
I
or
wouldn't
whatever.
have it, well, fine, whatever.
I can see, like, if there's any local locker around, that's where a check-in station should be.
Yeah.
If the town has a locker, that needs to be a check-in station. And whether you take your deer there or not, if you tag a deer and you're within 20, 30 miles of a locker, whether it be from where you shot it, wherever, or your home, You can. There's clauses that you can make to make it reasonable.
Yeah.
To go in and have your deer
And
done,
and
or
zoned off,
or put a little fucking Kwanzaa hut up along a road somewhere and have it be a check-in station at an old place or whatever. There's numerous ways of doing it, but I think a check-in station where you physically have to do it should be done, because I already know that to take your deer to the locker, it has to be registered.
Yeah.
No matter
and it's
what.
just like,
so
speaking on laziness, I mean, look.
So it has. So that's why I say not a locker, be a check-in station. It's got to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
To be able to catch the people that do their own deal, and have it be done.
Well,
because I don't want to infringe on the rights too much of having it be like, have a cop be like, hey, you didn't register your deer. What's going on? I see dead bones. Blah 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 blah. What, you know. Don't need to be having that, because then you can start infringing on rights and everything else. That's why I think they're, you know, Wisconsin does a check-in station, and look how many deer hunters they have in the state.
Yeah.
You know, I know Minnesota does check-in stations with things.
Illinois used to, but they don't anymore.
No, they went away with it, and they're ending up in the same boat Iowa's in. I can't remember if Missouri does check-in stations.
I don't remember that.
I knew at one point I think Missouri did though.
But I mean, speaking of laziness with our Department of Natural Resources, and this goes right along.
They do some things good.
Yes, but
they do more things wrong than good. But it almost equals out, but it doesn't almost.
No. Yeah, but it just goes right along with the freaking deer population thing. But I mean, their laziness of, I mean, freaking throwing the book at the freaking company, or dumping that.
Oh, you are going that route. I wasn't going to do it, but yeah, okay.
But not throwing the book at the company that accidentally spilled all the fertilizer into that creek, and find them 7 cents a fish. That died.
But for how long?
I don't know.
Is it over the next 10 years? Because that could add up to.
No, I think it's just once. Just this year.
Just for this year in that area? That could still add up to being quite a bit.
But I don't care. It's still ridiculous.
I'm just saying.
Those fish are worth more than 7 cents. And then screwing up the Raccoon River and, you know, for the Des Moines area, because their water plant couldn't keep up with the nitrate levels that was dumped in.
I mean, I get it. Yes, they fookered up big time.
But,
and yes, I would have to say the state of Iowa will recognize that they fookered up.
Yeah.
And I think changes will be made. I will give the state that. But I do see Iowa possibly changing things. I see Iowa changing things here probably in the next.
The Attorney General had his hand in there because, she had her hands in telling the DNR, this is what we want you to fine them, because she's bought off by the frickin' Farm Bureau.
It could be. I'm not going to argue that, but here again, though, maybe things are going to get. I'm going to give benefit of the doubt, because not everybody's perfect.
No, but
and I don't think they understood the concept of it until it actually happened, and they had a oh shit moment.
Because all the fishermen and outdoors people threw a big huge fit about it.
That too. I mean, we threw the fit with the buying of public lands, and look what happened.
Yeah.
So this could be another scenario.
Yeah, I saw an article pop up that they're going to try and figure out a way to address, the water quality
in the
Iowa.
future, and yada yada. I get it, yes, but we need to get elected officials in that will start benefiting
the people.
I actually want to see somebody like a Ted Nugent come in with
benefit the people.
It's not so much the people, the hunters.
Yeah, the hunters, conservation, fishermen, outdoors people.
Yes. I would like to see.
I want elk back into the state.
Elk are in the state.
Well, I want them back more populated.
I say as long as Iowa keeps, I have read somewhere that there could be an estimation of close to 100 to 200 free range elk running around in the state of Iowa.
But I want them more populated, like to the point that
I say let them naturally do it, because in the long haul, if there's cow elk in the state of Iowa, they will get bred and they will reproduce.
Okay, that's fine.
And they'll continue to grow. And if that's the case, I could honestly see in the next 10 years, let's say there's 100 elk in the state of Iowa, in the next 10 years, I could see
an actual draw, yes.
an actual resident only draw for Western Iowa.
Yeah.
I could see that. Just like with the bear population, I could see an Iowa resident only draw within the next 10 years to be able to hunt black bears in the state of Iowa. Well, the DNR's already admitted, you see a mountain lion, shoot it on sight, because they know mountain lions are in the frickin' state.
Yeah,
so that's an open, continuous season on mountain lions.
I'd rather see those animals be protected for now until we have a hunted population.
You know what I'd like to really see reintroduced back into Iowa?
Prairie dogs.
No. That would ruin the cattle and hog industry.
I know. I know. just wanted to say that. What?
I want to see mule deer and antelope brought back in.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I would like to see a herd of like 300 elk.
Yep.
Of released in western Iowa.
I like more, but 300 would be good.
Okay, we'll do 600. 300 in western Iowa, out in the Loess Hills.
Yeah.
And then down the southwest part of Iowa.
Why not Yellow River? That'd be awesome. Right where the black bear population's at. The driftless area.
I would have to say.
I would. I'd love it.
I think the elk would thrive more in western and southwest Iowa.
Well, yeah, but
and to give them a fair shot.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where I would start. In that region, I would say mule deer.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
But also in the center part of the state, like the Fort Dodge area where it's open and big rolling hills, that's where I would love to see mule deer released, antelope released, out there in the northwest part of the state. So then that way they can come back in. Now I heard guys when I was driving truck and stuff out in far northwest Iowa, there were two guys that were talking about hunting and everything, because it was like a week before Iowa shotgun season, and they were talking about how this one guy saw a mule deer like 3 miles off the Missouri River in Iowa. Okay. And to know that it was there, and also said like a week prior to that he saw a pronghorn antelope. You know, I would love to see the western part of Iowa hold. You know, we've got a herd of wild bison out there already. What's going to stop them from the population going unless they start doing a season on them or something to be able to control? Because that population is going to grow. Okay.
Yeah.
Now the DNR might be doing something where they're going into this area and trying to capture them and dart them and then moving them to other parts, whatever, yada yada yada, maybe. But at some point in time, the DNR is not going to be able to keep up with that.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
well, yeah, true.
We've got a true wild bison herd in Iowa out there. Why don't we have elk and mule deer and antelope running around?
I'd like to see them admit that they're going to protect them until we have a huntable population. Now the reason why they're not going to do that is public relation issues.
True. No argument on that.
You know, when they come up and say, yes, we are going to protect the deer, mule deer, antelope, elk, and black bear populations so we have a huntable population, people are going to be irate. because of car accidents, crop damage, livestock issues, property damage.
Hence why I think they need to, they could put them in these areas, and I don't think an elk is going to roam very far out of the Les Hills or southwest Iowa. Especially if you release that amount and then, okay, hey, yeah, we're going to allow 50 people to go in and all you can shoot is a bull.
Yeah.
You know, or we're going to allow 20 of them to shoot a bull, the rest of them can shoot a cow.
But you know, these people are not educated enough about these animals, and they're still going to throw a fit.
And back when, elk roamed in Iowa, bison roamed Iowa,
Antelope, mule deer, black bear, grizzly.
They all roamed Iowa. I would like to see some of them brought back. I mean, they've worked
wolf were here.
And now they're working their way back in. So you gotta be careful when you're coyote hunting.
Yeah,
Damn it.
I'd love to see them all back in.
I think in our lifetime we're already seeing the elk. We're already seeing the black bear.
I have yet to see an actual live black bear in the wild, not in captivity, in the wild. I have yet to see a black bear. Well, good for you.
When I lived up in Prairie and worked at Cabela's, I was out turkey hunting and Mama and her cubs came.
Yeah,
that's a scary deal.
I have yet to see them in the wild yet.
I mean, granted, they are skittish. I jumped up and blah, 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 with my blind and throwing it all over because I was technically scared, but it spooked them away from my turkey decoys.
Yeah.
But she was going to try and kill one of my turkey decoys at the time.
Yeah.
But and she scooted and you heard her do her bark deal, whatever, and off into the timber she went, and I was like, peace.
If I have to go up to frickin' northern Wisconsin on one of the fishing trips that my mom wants to do, damn it, I want to see a damn black bear.
They look like a teddy bear.
That's fine, but I have yet to see one in my lifetime. Now, yes, I was not one of those dumbasses that followed the black bear that traveled through Iowa and into Illinois.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, you can go to Dubuque. There's quite a few black bears around Dubuque, Guttenberg, and working your way up.
Yeah, but I haven't yet seen one.
They're there, but just wait. There's going to be more next year.
Yeah.
And there'll be more the following year. Just you wait. I think, honestly, in the next 10 years, you're going to see something come across.
It's just like the mountain lions here in Iowa. I have yet to see one. Bobcat, I've yet to see one.
Seen them both.
And I haven't.
I wish I would have hit that mountain lion when I took the shot on it on Graceland.
That
was a pop shot, though.
I have yet to see one.
I tried.
I have yet to see one. I'm like, yep.
And I still know for a fact.
I'll believe that they're here when I see one.
You've seen the tracks on Graceland.
Okay, those are tracks.
So you know they're there. It's just a matter of
I have
here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Yeah,
kitty,
I have not.
I don't hear you saying that when you go out to Graceland. I don't hear you going here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Well, then I will next time. All right.
And then when you see one and know that it's gonna stalk your chummy ass, you're gonna be like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And you'll be like, they're here, they're here, they're here, and it's gonna be pow, 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 pow with your handgun. So yeah. And I don't see you overlooking your back going out to Graceland. I do because I have seen them out there.
Yeah, I have yet to see one. I have yet to see a bobcat. So guess what? Meh.
You're not going to see a bobcat around here. You got to go to Southern Iowa.
Well, they're traveling up here. From the reports, they're traveling up here.
Well, go to where they are and you'll see them.
Yeah. Well, we hunted down in Southern Iowa and I didn't see one. I heard one.
I've seen them.
I heard one. It sounds like a freaking girl screaming murder in the freaking woods.
Yeah.
Scared the living shit out of me, but they're there.
Yeah.
So, but in the wild, I have yet to see one in the wild. But
anyway. Hence, you know why now I travel to hunt so I can see these things in the wild.
Yeah, well, good for you. I've seen elk. When I was out in Colorado, I about got ran over by a freaking mom and her calf. I've seen mule deer. I've seen blacktail. I've seen Roosevelt elk. I've seen Rocky Mountain elk. I've seen pronghorn. Predators? No, haven't seen one.
No, coyotes, mountain lions.
No, coyotes are different. Yeah, I've seen coyotes.
Coyotes, mountain lions, wolves.
I haven't seen mountain lions or wolves.
Bears.
I haven't seen a wild bear, ever.
The only time I haven't seen no, I take that back. I've seen a moose. The only thing I have not seen wild, that's true wild in North America, is a caribou.
Yeah. Good for you. You want a cookie?
I've seen an elk and a moose. I haven't seen a grizzly bear, but I've seen black bears. I've seen coyotes. I've seen mule deer. I haven't seen a blacktail.
They look almost exactly like a damn mule deer.
They are. It's an off-brand of a mule deer. You look at a mule deer. It's just like I call it a Pacific mule deer. Because a mule deer in the plains looks exactly like a blacktail in Washington or Oregon. Mm-hmm. Exactly the same. Mm-hmm. Same type of antlers, same type of body, same body style, everything to a T. Like, I've seen enough mule deer out in South Dakota, like, what the hell's the difference? I think they just call them a blacktail instead of a mule deer, to be quite honest. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just because of the way the people are.
Yeah, it's just like when you cross that one highway, I can't remember what it is in California, and one side of that highway, it's a blacktail. That other side of the highway, it's a mule deer.
But yeah, maybe you'll grow up and put your big boy pants on and come out of state with me.
Maybe one day. Anyway, we gotta get going. This one's been pretty long, longer than the other one.
Oh, I don't know. I can't see the time anymore.
Yeah. But anyway, it's almost 5.
Wow, you gonna choke there, Skippy, or what? Yeah. Jesus.
It's almost 5. I think it's past 5.
Oh, I know it's past 5.
Yeah, it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
We gotta go. So anyway.
Till the next one, guys. I'll catch you out in the woods.
And I'll see you on the river.
In the river?
In the river. In the river. Out on the river. See ya. Adios. Bye.